never switch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. So we got man. Let him go.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
They go play action with Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Smith, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Atlanta.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted it?
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Texans say they have it. They do. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He finds his target, Fuller. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch safety green. Safety. 4. Scott, motion.
Second down and goal. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, 24.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that? And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
And got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A handoff to Smith. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now Watson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Watson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
That's it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Foreman. 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down! Ready! Ready! Hey, eat! And come on out here. Come get some.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 39-yard line.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check set. Check 45 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not on the go.
Open man is QT, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 31. 45's the mic. Let him know.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
No game on this defense, no game. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
On third down, Watson. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Foreman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
This is McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Foreman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
59, ready. Go ready. Hey, let's get in that holes.
A first down carry for Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Houston going to come away here with the